Let's move on to Aya. Her album is Popping the Fucky Offy. I want to make sure this has all the tracks. Okay. 10 songs. Let's go. Aya.
Where to begin? Where were we before?
British. This is sick. Wow.
You used to say some shit.
Let's go to that K-hole. Yeah.
I used to say some me more.
Oh, this is sick.
Say it when I was me less.
Not as revered on Rate Your Music. Very interesting.
Shoes with my heels digging in.
Buried deep in
Shit-eating chagrin.
I used to say some shit about a stopped clock.
As the time slipped right off my hands.
9. Okay. Do that kind of vibe so you can see the 9. Anyway. There you go. Oh, even better. Even better. There we go. I think this is really cool. She found herself come to life in the swell of Christian rock. Someone sang about the Lord and blissful frisson. Sinclair believed that feeling was the Holy Spirit. That's cool. Her first album, Derealized Drone Confessionals with Gabber Light Wallops. She said it's a ketamine album. Oh my god. Am I not just tapping into the primordial ooze that is God consciousness by pointing out how ketamine-y not just this record, but almost everything we've listened to. This is like a ketamine stream.
They had me out on a witch.
I mean, it says right here it's a ketamine album. At least it's called I'm Whole. The last record was called I'm Whole. Like I am ketamine whole. That is so cool. What if I should fall asleep and slip under? Yeah, that's cool. Come over, we could fuck the void out of each other. That's so cool. Deconstructed Club, post Sophie vibes. I'm loving this. This is great. This is the best album out of the 3 so far. Okay, this is interesting. I gotta go back to the beginning of this. In a recent Quietus interview, shout out to the Quietus, they gave one of my records, or maybe 2 of my records reviews. Anyway, I noted that a book written by Silvia Federici, which is called Caliban and the Witch, was a big influence on this album we're listening to now called Hexed, as she was producing it. She positioned the witch hunts of the Middle Ages as key acts of transitional violence, spurring Europe from feudalism into capitalist patriarchy. The church executed women who wielded power outside of Christian traditions. She says, women existing outside of the preordained structures for womanhood in the mode of the times that they're living in. Obviously, there's a real trans allegory going on there that fits the present moment. That's very cool. Arguably, some of those historically hunted witches that lived within the vicinity of what we now call quote-unquote trans. No matter the epoch or the epic, fear and disgust cling to those who manipulate reality in ways that aren't supposed to be possible. That's the dangerous thing about transition. It really happens. Social fabric shifts. When you modulate your voice, change the way you move, dress a new way. Because people perceive you differently. This is so fascinating. I love this record. Plasticity of sound, plasticity of flesh, plasticity of experience, braid together in a single biting whip. A weapon, yes, a life. It's a beautifully written article, and this album is tapping into some really deep shit. I like it a lot. I like this album a lot. Almost a post-Death Grips. I'm here for this era of music. Post-Death Grips, post-Sophie, Deconstructed Club. I love this modality. I love that, but it's gonna be.
She's just there for me. Then I don't want to dream anymore. If it's gonna be
Love that.
on shift at the front door, and the cars roll back on the M-way.
Yo.
Dream anymore.
This might be the first time I totally agree with Pitchfork on something. I think a 9.0 is
big projects.
right on.
If you know the value of working
Fuck
this
off, Harborfront. Give me my Aya back.
Gravity, no more inertia.
Why are people not as excited as I am?
Everything.
Brat got meaner. I like it a lot better than Brat. Sorry.
No more time.
This is sick.
Heat death. Everything. Stop.
I love this.
All the magnets.
This is so where it's at. This is 2025
Everything. Stop.
in all the ways that I like and enjoy and desire in my shmooey heart. I think this is automatically going on my favorite albums of all time list. Just adding it to my Google Doc. This is so good.
Gravity.
So good.
More inertia.
Sick drop. And it's in an odd time signature. A+, yes. Great decisions are being made at every corner. I'm literally adding it to my favorite albums of all time list, which we're gonna go over in a maybe sometime in 2005. We'll do another Shmoo's favorite albums of all time episode. This is fucking sick. Yeah, I would say I like this slightly more than the Skrillex album. So far, this is my favorite. Skrillex second best in this genre. Right? Because it's considered, industrial hip hop, grime, digital hardcore. Yeah, it's all adjacent to each other. All the records that we've been listening to together on the show, and then 3 that Jane Remover album, and Two Hollis is my least favorite of those 4. And then there's another record we're about to check out after this that I think might be in a similar world. We'll see soon. It's another hot album. We're doing mostly, if not all, quote-unquote hot albums today. They're on fire. Love that wind sound design. Give me that wind sound design. That's beautiful. I would recommend this album to anybody who wants to understand what Deconstructed Club is. Great entry point. This is like a new gen iteration of what Sophie so masterfully did in the last decade. This to me feels like an extension of that. And I want to say the music that I make, or I am making now, is also of a similar ilk. So rest in peace,
What's for
Sophie,
dinner?
and
Shop
all the
now
respect to Sophie
for
in the world.
appetizing ingredients and big savings, like $600.
I'm pointing out how influential Sophie is and how important. Sophie is like the Kurt Cobain of like fucking hyperpop. You know what I mean? Chop, chop. Ooh, cute. I love the way British people say apple. Apple. It's a very cool record. Let's check out this former review of her first record. So obviously a Charlie XCX fan. Homage to Sophie. Boom. Boom. Everything that I'm picking up on is being proven correct to me in fine print. Very beautiful. Yeah, don't drop. Don't drop. Fool me. Trick me. Shuttling between club sounds and psychedelic mind states. Yes. That's the kind of music, that's where I'm at too in my music. I feel like my musical palettes are coming into flow with the zeitgeist a little bit here. It's nice. It's a beautiful thing. This is such a great record.
Busy with Easter prep?
Oh, fuck off. It's cool. I as an artist, as a musical artist, I feel like I'm part of a really big wave right now. And it was not by design that I ended up here. It was what happened organically. And I'm excited to see what happens with my record with Galen coming out in June. And we have our first single coming out this month with Hakushi Hasegawa. Amazing artist from Tokyo. I believe she's from Tokyo. Let me confirm that. She been reviewed by Pitchfork before? Not yet? Okay. Just a star on Rate Your Music, I guess. She's from Tokyo, yeah. There's a lot of exciting shit. I guess the broad meta point I'm trying to make here is there is a lot of exciting shit happening in electronic music of like just putting aside all these micro genres and subgenres like hyphy and grime and funk and this and that. Electronic music right now is very, very exciting. There's a lot of exciting shit happening. Just on a broad level. Even dubstep is exciting again. This is really fucking cool. I love how the first song is called I Am the Pipe I Hit Myself With. That's... yeah. I guess if you've done ketamine, it makes sense. Because everything is one. That's what, you know? This almost has a post The Knife vibe to it as well, which is a great thing. This reminds me of Shaking the Habitual. Did I say that right? Wait, sorry. The Knife. Shaking the Habitual. Yeah, I got that right. Reminds me of this record. We're almost done. We got 12 more minutes of this record. Oh, love. Oh, that's cool. It's got a brain scratch. effect. Love it. It's giving me like chills. It's so metallic. Much like ketamine. Really, any anesthetic is going to feel metallic. Like this. I love the tones and timbres on this track. This is so it. This is so the future of music. I love it. This arrived at exactly the right moment. As I hope my album does in January. I hope that's the same case. We shall see. Wow. What an album cover too, eh? Like, fuck. Cool. Also, Death Grips, such a huge influence, such an important band in the 2010s to get to where we are now with all this cool, quote-unquote, underground electronic music. I think music's gonna get more and more ADD like this in a way that I love, in a way that I relate to. I actually really, after listening to that Skrillex album, I really want to make a record like that where it comes off like a DJ set and it's like 45 minutes and it feels like one long continuous song, like a live DJ set. I mean, that's such a cool way to approach a full length. I love this.
So I sit here with nothing to do and nowhere to be.
This is fucking sick. I can't stop saying it because it's true. This is so up my alley. Fucking sick. I love the microtonality and the atonality being used here. Man, in terms of like chrome and silver and those kind of, how do I say, aesthetics through the lens of synesthesia, thank you. From a synesthetic perspective, it is doing some of the best, if not the best shit I've ever heard with chrome, silver, gold tones, timbres. And like I said, from a synesthetic perspective, right? Like how the music looks to me in my mind's eye in terms of color, shape, and dimension and whatnot. This is so good. This song's called The Petard Is My Hoister. Fascinating. Is that a harmonium? Harmonium. Beautiful. You can't go wrong with harmonium, honestly. Harmonium always makes music. It always enhances music in the same way that marimba, vibraphone, hammer, dulcimer, these instruments, when used in your music, they're not going to make it worse. They're probably going to make it better. Feel pretty strongly about that. And by the way, I like this iteration, just to tie it back to that Shaking the Habitual album by the Knife. I like these ambient, rhythmless noise experiments, or than I do on Shaking the Habitual by the Knife. I find those tracks are, first of all, too fucking long and almost like they're trying to be unlistenable, whereas this is very listenable. This is actually awesome, whereas pretending like the 20-minute noise track on in the middle of a great flow of tracks on Shaking the Habitual is like somehow genius, or like, no, come on. We all know that album would be better if it was trimmed 20 to... If that album was 30 minutes shorter, it would be better. Let's not kid ourselves. It's a little indulgent, right? Whereas this is like so concise and focused. And there's no everything's a great moment. Everything. This is the last song, called Time at the Bar. She is K-hole. She's right. Definitely, she's K-hole. She's K-hova. Yes. So sick. So fucking sick. It's a very cool way to end the record. And again, I love the use of microtonality, atonality, and dissonance. And the rhythms on this are so on fucking point. Love, 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 love. This album is totally a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. Love. I will definitely go back and check out her last record, I'm Whole. I'm K-Hole. Awesome. Love. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. On to the next record.